About a month ago, I had talked about how marketers were starting to experiment with video advertisements in the middle of console games, and for some reason, they expected people to be perfectly fine with this. They really thought that no one would have any issues with this, but even the idea of this made people angry, and rightfully so, because we're paying $60 for AAA titles, and in AAA games, you shouldn't have to deal with advertisements popping up all of the time while you're in the middle of gameplay, but it proved just how much companies were willing to push the boundaries with consumers yet again. So I wanted to reference this Business Insider article, and I wanted to read a portion of it because we have a bit of an update to the situation that I'd previously talked about. So marketers experiment with video advertisements in console games, but they face several hurdles to user adoption. This article was posted on July 28th, 2020. Marketers are experimenting with placing TV-like ads in console games, tapping into the substantial growth that gaming has seen during the pandemic, according to the Wall Street Journal. The format offers players in-game rewards in exchange for watching optional 15 to 30-second commercials, which is similar to the ad experience in some mobile games. Most mobile games, I would like to add, that are free to download. You are not paying an initial purchase for them. Early adopters include Experian, Warner Media, and Dollar Shave Club, which have placed ads within EA's mixed martial arts fighting game UFC 3. Brands experimenting with this format are hopeful to reach US's digital consumer gamers, an audience forecasted to grow 28% year over year in 2020 to 93 million and account for 54.8% of digital gamers, according to our estimates. EA has put in-game advertisements into EA Sports UFC 4 a few weeks after release, and its fans aren't very happy about it. A Reddit user shared a clip of the in-game advertisements, which do seem intrusive, and they note that it was added a month after its release, so it wasn't talked about in reviews. This particular clip features marketing from Amazon's The Boys' second season. There is a full-screen advertisement during replays, its logo appears on the octagon, and it also appears above the timer on the bottom of the screen. So it's not like it was in the corner of the screen and it was only there for a couple of seconds. We're talking about multiple advertisements. We're talking about it intruding gameplay multiple times. EA Sports UFC 4 was released on the PlayStation 4 and Xbox One in August. In our review of UFC 4, we said it is a largely iterative sequel that tightens up some looser parts and makes a few smart tweaks here and there and doesn't rock the boat all that much. And in that sense, it's a success. Long-standing problems still remain in the ground game in some dated visuals, but without any competition for the title, EA Sports UFC 4 still remains the king of combat sports. That's why EA feels like they can do all of this stuff, because they don't have any good competition. If only there was good competition for them, maybe they wouldn't act this way, but there was a bit of an update to even this, because EA has responded to fan outcry caused by the advertisements, and they've removed them, which is good, but they shouldn't have even added them in the first place. So EA has responded to the fan outcry caused by intrusive ads in UFC 4 on Reddit, and has confirmed that they have been disabled by the team, and we apologize for any disruption to gameplay that players may have experienced. The full statement says, "I'm part of the community team here at EA, and I wanted to post here and give you all an update on this situation. Earlier this week, the team turned on ad placements in EA Sports UFC 4 that appeared during the replay moments in gameplay, and this type of advertising inventory is not new to the UFC franchise, though we have typically reserved displaying ads to specific main menu titles or Octagon logo placements." I don't really think anyone cares about the Octagon logo placements. That's not really something that ruins gameplay, so I think most people would be okay with that. But when you're putting advertisements in the middle of a replay, of course that's going to upset people. It is abundantly clear from your feedback that integrating ads into the replay and overlay experience is not welcome. The advertisements have been disabled by the team, and we apologize for any disruption to the gameplay that players may have experienced. We want to make sure our players have the best possible experience playing UFC 4, so ad integration in the replay and overlay experience will not be reappearing in the future. So they were basically trying to sneak these into the game, which is typical EA, and that's so disheartening to have to say that this action isn't surprising. Now, luckily, they did remove them after a ton of outrage, but imagine if there wasn't so much attention around it. Then they would have continued this awful practice, and it wouldn't have ever changed. If everyone says, well, it's okay for them to be in this game, or to be in it just one time, then companies will continue to push the limits until full advertisements are in every major title. And I know that people dislike hearing about outrageous situations like this all of the time, but if no one talks about them, then nothing changes, and this is proof of that. But that's all that I had to discuss in this video. Let everyone know your thoughts in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed it, please make sure to give it a like and share it, and of course if you did not, make sure to give it a dislike. I appreciate your support either way, but I will talk to you all again in the next video really soon.